BRICS, the acronym that represents Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has emerged as a formidable alliance. Their combined economies now represent half of the world's total output. That is a remarkable achievement in itself. However, their ambitions extend beyond economic influence. They seek to establish control over the global financial system and have already made significant strides in this direction. The BRICS bloc has successfully launched the New Development Bank, an alternative to Western LED Bretton Woods institutions. Moreover, they are actively working on creating a common currency for cross-border trade. If successful, this would deal a severe blow to the hegemony of the US dollar. But can they finally beat America? After all, despite being the biggest economies in the world, China, India, and others have failed to dislodge the dollar from its position of power. In this video, we'll analyze whether BRICS has what it takes to dethrone the United States. Let's begin. BRICS is more than just a collection of major economies. It's a united front against Western hegemony, particularly American. BRICS nations feel that the current global order, which heavily favors the West, is unjust and no longer serves their interests. For instance, the US has weaponized its dominant position in global finance to exert control over other nations. One way they do this is through sanctions. Just look at what happened to countries like Iran and Venezuela. Even countries like Turkey and Saudi Arabia, who are not close allies of the West, were affected by the sanctions imposed on Russia following the war in Ukraine. So BRICS seeks to change that. They want to create a world where every country, regardless of its size or power, is respected and has a say in global affairs. Now here's something really interesting. These 5 countries are not only different in size and power, but also in their political systems, cultures, and histories. Yet they have come together to form a strong alliance. This shows that their desire for change and justice is so great that it's overriding their differences. And they have laid out their goals pretty clearly in documents like the Johannesburg Declaration. But how exactly does BRICS plan to accomplish this monumental task? Well, let's break down 3 important tools they are using. Number 1, increasing trade among themselves. As we mentioned earlier, BRICS nations want to decrease their dependence on the West and create a fairer global order. One of the first steps they are taking is to boost trade among themselves. By buying and selling more with each other, BRICS members aim to reduce their reliance on Western markets. This way, they will be less affected by sanctions or unfair trade practices imposed by the West. To achieve this goal, they are working on removing trade barriers, improving transportation links, and making it easier for businesses to operate across borders. For example, they're planning to use local currencies for trade instead of always relying on the US dollar. By doing so, they will decrease the need for converting their money and reduce the role of Western banks in their financial transactions. In addition to reducing their dependence on the West, this move will help them keep more of their profits and avoid high fees charged by Western banks for currency conversion and transactions. Number 2, creating a common currency for cross-border trade. Imagine a scenario where BRICS nations ditch the US dollar and euro for their own currency when trading with each other. Now, you might be thinking this idea sounds far-fetched, but hold on a minute. This isn't some random thought. It's actually been tossed around by big players like Russia and China. There are even talks about creating a special financial system to support this new currency. Let's talk about Russia first. In 2022, Putin gave the green light for the creation of a digital ruble, essentially a digital version of their currency. This step was seen as a way to reduce reliance on Western payment systems and sanctions. And guess who followed suit? China. They have their own digital currency in the works called the digital yuan. Now, both these moves might seem like small steps, but they're paving the way for something big. Here's why. Imagine if Russia and China started using their own currencies when trading with each other. This would be a giant leap towards creating a common currency for BRICS nations, and it wouldn't stop there. Other BRICS members like India and Brazil have also been exploring their own digital currencies, so the pieces are falling into place. If all BRICS members embrace digital currencies and ditch the dollar for bilateral trade, it would seriously weaken the dollar's power. Plus, this shift would encourage countries worldwide to rethink their heavy reliance on the U.S. currency. The end goal for BRICS is to create a truly global currency that can challenge the U.S. dollar's dominance. Number 3, the BRICS Bank, an alternative to Western LED financial institutions. The new development bank, also known as the BRICS Bank, is an international financial institution established by the BRICS nations as an alternative to the Western LED Bretton Woods institutions, such as the IMF and the World Bank. With 19 member countries, including the 5 founding BRICS nations, the bank aims to provide an alternative platform for developing countries to access financing for infrastructure and other development projects. Established in 2014 with an initial subscribed capital of $20 billion, the bank has grown significantly, with its total assets reaching $33.9 billion in 2022. Headquartered in Shanghai, China, with additional offices in Johannesburg, South Africa, and Moscow, Russia, the bank focuses on infrastructure and local currency loans, promotes the use of local currencies in cross-border transactions, and encourages collaboration among its member countries. The BRICS Bank offers various loan products, including non-sovereign local currency loans, denominated in the currencies of its member countries. As of 2023, the bank has approved 33 non-sovereign local currency loans worth nearly $18 billion, demonstrating its commitment to supporting its members in their local currency needs. Despite the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, the bank remains committed to its mission of becoming a leading provider of solutions for the infrastructure and development needs of its member countries. The BRICS Bank plays a crucial role in promoting cooperation and collaboration among its diverse membership, fostering a more inclusive and equitable global financial system that prioritizes the needs of developing countries. Will the United States lose its dominance? Will BRICS succeed in establishing control over the global financial system? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to stay updated on our latest content. Now back to the topic at hand. While BRICS has the potential to become a powerful force in global affairs, several challenges stand in its way. For starters, achieving unity among 5 countries with distinct interests and priorities is no easy feat. Additionally, while BRICS boasts a large and growing economy, it still lacks the military and technological prowess of the United States. And let's not forget the logistical hurdles. Bringing together countries from different corners of the world requires efficient transportation and communication systems, which can be a daunting task. Furthermore, the United States has a long history of successfully isolating countries that have challenged its supremacy. Just think back to how it handled countries like Cuba and North Korea. Also, America has a big advantage with its military power. Having the strongest military globally gives it a massive edge, making it tough for any alliance to match its power. Despite these challenges, BRICS cannot be ignored. Its rising influence is already causing shifts in global power dynamics. Many see BRICS as a positive force driving positive change and offering an alternative to the existing world order. Only time will tell how things will ultimately play out. What's your take on this? Do you think BRICS can finally beat America? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Thanks for joining us today.